Patrick.
Made it to a Thursday. It's hour one. Dan and the Danettes, Dan Patrick Show. And the retirement tour officially begins. Oh, I got phone calls yesterday. I got text messages. My wife said, "Are you retiring?" I go, "In 4.5 years." Yeah. She goes, "Well, why would you announce it?" I said, "I was announcing a contract extension. I signed a new contract with iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and Peacock." That's not breaking news.
Oh, that's funny. Did you say that yesterday?
I signed a new contract.
Oh, that's funny. I don't remember that part of the story at all.
Yeah, you just heard the retirement part of it. Yeah. But I signed a new contract, so it was a contract extension and therein a retirement tour. Yes, Seton. Yeah, Paul.
But the way you delivered it yesterday, like Seton said, was much more like, I'm announcing that this show and your career is going to end, as a radio host at least, in 4.5 years. You could have turned it in a positive direction, like, guys, 4.5 more years. Let's go. And people would have covered it completely differently.
But then you would have asked, knowing you, well, what happens in 4.5 years?
I think Fritzy would have asked.
Yes. Oh, Fritzy constantly asking how long I'm going to do this.
You seemed quite specific yesterday to go along with what Seton was saying.
Yes.
I think Christmas Eve 2027, that'll be the last show.
This is the last contract I'm going to sign, and therefore the retirement tour officially starts.
I'm very happy with how definitive you're being.
Yes.
Very happy.
Yeah. That's it.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It finally gives us all the ability to plan our lives to a degree.
Because this isn't going to be, you didn't tell me, hey, are you retiring for good?
I feel like I have 4 years to make something of myself now.
But I don't want you to go all McLovin, because McLovin all of a sudden didn't want to be McLovin. He wanted to be Andrew Perloff.
I want to be Citone.
Yes, I don't want you to clean up your act.
Yeah,
don't do that.
You don't have to worry about that. I probably won't be able to clean up my act. I'm just going to have to figure out, like a real adult life,
yes.
Career.
You've been given a heads up to make something of your life over the next 4.5 years.
What could go wrong?
Yes, Marvin.
Wait, so I got to come up with like a resume?
Yeah.
Go to a job interview? So, Marvin, what did you do as a Danet? Danet?
A Danet.
Yeah.
What was that, a Danet?
What? Yes, Todd.
But even if we all update our resumes now, what jobs can you apply to 4.5 years out? They don't even do how do you
if you get a job over the next 4.5 years and you want to take it, you can.
Wow.
If someone says, we would love to hire you starting January of 2028. Come on in, let's chat.
Yes, Eden.
Do you think that in 4.5 years, this fivesome is intact? On December 24th, 2027? Do you think that
Are we all together?
Yeah.
No.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
Well, it's a long time. We've been together a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah. I hope we stay together, but I got to be fair to the surroundings, understand everybody's lives, where they want to be, what they want to do. You got families, wives, kids. I get that. Yeah.
Someone else could retire before you.
Ooh.
I mean, no one else has announced a retirement, but someone else on the crew could announce their retirement. And
well, I feel like that's either you, Paul, or Todd, because I haven't planned 1 ounce for my future.
I was going to say that's very understanding of you, but if you had to pick one, who do you think is the one of the 4 that you don't see here Christmas Eve 2027?
Probably Paulie. He's got other things, so I can understand that. Not you. I think you would be here for the long haul. I think Seton would, and I think Marv would as well. But I'm optimistic that everybody stays together. I love that the one quote that kind of was pulled yesterday.
Here we go.
I want to make sure as a
sure you do.
Journalist I get this right. Let's see, 2027. That's when the microphone gets turned off for the final time. I'm going to take my hairpiece and I'm going to give it to Fritzy.
Everything that was said yesterday about me being bald and you giving me your hairpiece, that had to get
that
into
one
the
is. I've seen that on social media or on news articles all over the place.
I know. I love that.
Lester Holt, I think, finished up his broadcast, and he's giving his hair to Fritzy.
Yeah. And a final note here in the nightly news.
I'm worried, though, that people who maybe are casual sports fans or sports media fans think that you have a hairpiece. So we would like to issue a correction, a clarification.
You don't need to.
I know. I just want to be careful.
You don't just have a hairpiece.
Yeah.
You have the best one in the business.
Thank you.
Part of my job is to protect the hair. It's in my contract.
Oh, there's some people I've worked with who have pretty good hair pieces.
Why do you got to open up that can?
That's a final show.
Yes, Marvin.
The last show is going to be phenomenal.
No guest last show.
You won't have any, trust me.
At what point in the next 4 years do guests start saying goodbye? Do we have a big party at the end of this? Do we have like a
Yes.
banquet?
No, it
do we
should-
rent out a Knights
banquet.
of Columbus? And
Well, it's going to be Christmas Eve when
Knights
we
of
say
Columbus.
goodbye. I don't know why.
that's
like
where all
a
the
VFW.
Yeah, dude, all of the fancy things were growing up was like, oh wow, it's a party at the Knights of the KFC.
Cabbage roll.
Whoa.
Dude, it's at the VFW. Oh, they're really going big.
A nice Chinese restaurant. That's the only thing that's going to be open Christmas Eve, so we should start booking that in advance.
That's like a Christmas Story where they have their meal.
Dude, your Christmas party that year is going to be
Wow.
Yeah.
off the hook.
Yep. Yeah. But we got a lot of time here to prepare. And I did have a couple of people saying, what are you retiring from? And I said, domination. I think it's time to step down and let somebody younger get in the chair.
You know, that is a pet peeve of, I think, all of ours. I would love, just feel free, anyone who says that, come do 15 hours of live radio a week.
Yeah, there are actually a couple people in the business
Yeah.
who sent those texts yesterday.
Feel free.
What are you retiring from? A job that you can't do as well as I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You're not,
You
you're
don't
not
need
like
to say
I
as
didn't
well-
say that.
But you don't need to say as well as I do. A job. I've been working here a long time, and I've seen some people step into a 3-hour chair and they burn all their stories in the first segment.
yeah.
And they're
The panic.
they
Yes.
look like they're war criminals. They're just like, what do we do? I
Now
don't
what
know.
do
What do I do?
So the contract extension, maybe I left that out yesterday, and just letting you know that it's a contract extension. So it's good news, but then also I'm going to retire at the end of that contract extension. Yes, Marv.
You failed to mention our world tour.
Yeah, buddy, bucket list.
Okay. Well, I'm leaving that up to Seaton. Seaton is going to be he's Captain Stubing.
Heck yeah,
He's
dude.
going to pilot the Love Boat here.
Yeah.
As we have certain things. And people did reach out, very, very generous, saying, you got to do this before you retire with the show.
He
They
took
did-
copious notes yesterday, Seton. He was writing down like 20 different places that we could all go to. He's all over it.
Yeah, Seaton.
What are the things that they said? You have to share that
Just
with me.
play. Well, I will, but I don't want to do it publicly.
Okay.
I'll do it privately and let you know. Some people reached out and very generous offers that if we wanted to go certain places at certain times and do certain things.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
And if you guys are willing to go skydiving, then who would go skydiving?
I think I would. Well, I got
Hollywood.
I got to ask my family.
See,
Oh, yeah.
I got it. Yeah, they get in the way of everything.
Okay.
There was as soon as I found out that I was having a child, there were a bunch of things that I immediately checked off as like, well, I guess I'm never doing that. And skydiving was one of them.
Okay. We were invited to go skydiving.
By the person who wants to replace you?
Yeah, it's weird. Nick Wright said, I'm going to pay for you skydiving.
You guys should go running with the bulls.
Yeah.
You guys should go running with the Bulls.
I know. We did get an invitation to run with the Bulls.
That should be high on the list of things to go do.
Well, okay. When do we run with the Bulls? Because I'm assuming I'm going to lose Fritzy. Because you only have to be faster than the slowest guy in the group.
I don't think I'll get like 6 steps before I get trampled in a
Why
horn
don't we
in my ribs.
cover the running of the bulls and do our show from a nice
But
balcony?
don't you want to run with the Bulls?
I'm usually team bull. Got to be honest with you.
You're rooting for. I am too.
I actually hate running of the bulls, but I would go. But I am very much team bull and enjoy the carnage.
yeah, I do root for the Bull.
Gotta admit.
And then bullfighting, I root for the Bull as well.
Well, it never works out for the bull, but yeah.
Yeah. No matter how well he doesn't do well at the very
You're
end.
anti-Matador? I didn't know that till today.
No, I'm pro Bull, not anti-Matador.
Right.